The body count continues to climb in Croatia, and Commerce Secretary Ron Brown is believed to be among the dead. Good evening, I'm Bruce Manning with the 10 o'clock news, and we'll tell you about the apparent tragic loss of one of the president's cabinet members right after we check traffic with Steve Julian in the KFI Traffic Center.
And we're hearing about a new wreck in Upland on the 10 freeway eastbound. The Mountain off-ramp partly blocked now. A car's overturned on the ramp. On the Hollywood southbound past Vermont, watch out for a roll of carpet in the second lane from the left. And on the northbound side of the 101 beyond Hollywood Boulevard, they're clearing a crash there out of the slow lane. Orange County looks fine right now, as does the 60 from Ontario all the way through Riverside. KFI is the talk station that does all the traffic. I'm Steve Julian in the KFI Traffic Center.
Thank you, Steve. Here's what's happening. The Croatian ambassador to the United States says 10 bodies have now been recovered from the wreckage of the plane carrying U.S. Commerce Secretary Ron Brown and 32 other people. All the occupants of the plane are presumed to have died. Rescuers have had to brave bad weather and landmines. Reporters at the scene could see the plane resting on its belly on top of a small hill. The plane's middle section was burned. Brown had been traveling with about a dozen top American executives, exploring business possibilities in the Balkans. Pentagon officials say 27 passengers and a crew of 6 were on board the flight to Dubrovnik. The plane took off from Tuzla, Bosnia. A senior defense official in Washington says there are no indications of hostile action against the plane. And the man who may be a suspect in the Unabomber case is being held at FBI offices in Helena, Montana. The man is identified by a source as Ted John Kaczynski, a former math professor. He's said to have been under watch by federal agents for several weeks. Officials say Kaczynski was taken into custody so that he would not interfere with the search of his cabin. However, he has not been placed under arrest at this time. A source close to the investigation said late Wednesday that the FBI is concerned because agents had not found what they had hoped to find in the cabin. The source also says the FBI is bringing in a specialist to try to determine whether some materials that were found could be used in bomb making. The search for the Unabomber has lasted nearly 18 years. He's thought to be responsible for 3 deaths and 23 injuries. Locally, former Los Angeles Mayor Tom Bradley is recovering from triple bypass surgery tonight, 2 weeks after suffering a heart attack. His doctor, Fred Alexander, says the 78-year-old Bradley came through the procedure very well and has good, solid vital signs. Bradley's condition is listed as fair at Kaiser Permanente Hospital in Hollywood. Doctors declined to say when Bradley might be released. The surgery was recommended this week after cardiac specialists said Bradley was weak and grew short of breath when he exercised. Prosecutors in Los Angeles are vowing to appeal the reversal of the state fraud conviction of former Lincoln Savings and Loan boss Charles Keating. A federal judge says Judge Lance Ito made mistakes in his instructions to the jury. Keating, though, remains in prison on a federal conviction. War crimes investigators have found human remains and other evidence of a mass grave in a muddy field near Srebrenica, Bosnia. They're thought to be the remains of Muslims killed last summer by Serb rebel forces. And finally, FBI agents are still trying to negotiate a peaceful surrender with the remaining fugitive freemen. Around 20 of the anti-government militants are believed to be holed up on a ranch about 30 miles outside Jordan, Montana. Southland weather and more with Mr. KFI next on AM 640. KFI News Time is 10:08.
Since breast milk is the only food that can be described as absolutely perfect, why use a breast pump that isn't? Good news. White River Concepts announces a unique new breast pump that helps you produce a generous supply of nutritious mother's milk. Why stop breastfeeding before you and your baby are ready? Breastfed babies are healthier, smarter, and protected against many harmful diseases. All White River manual and electric pumps feature the patented Soft Cup. The White River Soft Cup gently compresses your breast, pumping milk quickly and comfortably. Whether you're working, staying home, or going back to school, White River Concepts makes breastfeeding easy. Working moms can pump in less than 15 minutes. Call toll-free 1-888-4-MILK for more information. Ask about their Breastfeeding Success Kit, which includes everything you need to prepare for breastfeeding. And remember, there's no formula for mother's milk. 1-888-4-MILK. That's 888-367-6455.
We rip.
But I still think that you owe the family to go along with certain of the rituals. I don't consider that hypocrisy. I consider that a kind of respect.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.
Southland weather from KFI. Mostly clear skies overnight. Lows in the upper 40s to mid-50s. Then mostly sunny on Thursday, except for some areas of patchy morning low clouds and fog. Tomorrow's highs in the upper 60s to mid-70s. Right now it's 54 in Lake Forest, 55 in Santa Monica, and 58 degrees in downtown Los Angeles. KFI is the talk station that does news on the hour, on the half, and when it breaks. I'm Bruce Manning, KFI News.
After 10 o'clock here on a Wednesday night, it is Mr. KFI with you till midnight tonight. Here on the show that has no guests or topics, screeners, goofy sound effects, pre-recorded comedy, scripts, planted callers, or contrived viewpoints. All you get on this show is little old Mr. KFI and a 50,000-watt microphone to pummel you into submission. It is a talk show the way Mother Nature intended for talk shows to be, and the most cost-effective show currently broadcasting in North America. And I'm so pleased that you found it.